Myself Parvez Hassan, and you are watching my YouTube channel Learn Mathematics and Statistics. So we are officially beginning our mathematics journey from today onwards. This is my first video in which we will be discussing about mathematics and why you feel it difficult and why should you not feel difficult. Okay, so let's begin. सबसे पहले मैं आपको एक छोटी सी कहानी सुनाता हूँ. ठीक है, जब हम लोग छोटे हुआ करते थे बचपन में, आपने देखा होगा एक छोटा सा बच्चा होता है और उसके साथ अगर कोई आप खेलना चाहते हैं तो एक छोटा सा आप गेम खेलते हैं उसके साथ. ठीक है, उस गेम में ये होता है कि आप अपने फिंगर्स को इस तरह से फोल्ड करते हो. ठीक है, अपने फिंगर्स को आप इस तरह से जिग-जैग बना लेते हो और आप कहते हो कि आप मेरा मिडिल फिंगर चूज़ करो. ठीक है, इस तरह से. तो कभी ये आता है, कभी ये आता है, इस तरह से होता है. ठीक है, बस कभी कभी ऐसा भी होता है कि ये वाला फिंगर भी बच्चा पकड़ लेता है और फिर वो खुश होता है, वो सोचता है वो जीत गया, है ना. ऐसा आपने देखा होगा अपने बचपन में, या आप भी ऐसा अपने बच्चों या अपने घर में छोटे बच्चों के साथ इस तरह से ये गेम खेलते होंगे. देखो मैथ्स है ना, अब हम इसको आप ये जो मैंने भी आपको छोटा सा एग्जांपल दिया है ना, ये छोटा सा जो गेम बताया आपको, इसको मैथ्स से कनेक्ट करने की कोशिश करेंगे. आप देखिए. हाँ, सी ऑन माई बोर्ड I have written here mathematics, and here I have written branches of mathematics. So what are the branches of mathematics that you know? Geometry, trigonometry, algebra, statistics, mensuration, and there are many more. But I have written only 5 because these are more predominant topics that you come across while you are studying mathematics. मुझे बोलना ये है कि इसमें सबसे ज़्यादा important क्या है ना. इन सब में आपको सबसे अच्छे से क्या आना चाहिए. ठीक है, वही है हमारा मिडिल फिंगर जो था अलजेब्रा. दिस इज आवर मिडिल फिंगर. वंस यू चूज इट यू विन मैथमेटिक्स. तो अब आप सोच रहे होंगे कि अलजेब्रा सीख कर हम बाकी सब चीज़ सीख जाएंगे क्या. आई विल प्रूव इट. इफ योर अलजेब्रा इज स्ट्रॉन्ग, प्लीज मेक अ नोट ऑफ इट. आई विल प्रूव इट ऑल्सो. इफ योर अलजेब्रा इज स्ट्रॉन्ग, इट मीन्स you can solve trigonometry very easily. It means you can do statistics very easily. It means you can do mensuration very easily. It means you can do geometry very easily. Okay, because in all mathematics we have algebra by default. So what is algebra? अब आप ये सोच रहे होंगे algebra क्या है ना. ठीक है, तो हम लोग begin करते हैं कि what is an algebra and what are algebraic operations. Okay, so let us begin. In algebra there are basically 4 operations that you must know, without which your mathematics is poor and you find maths difficult. Trust me children, I have been teaching mathematics for over 15 years, and with my 15 years of experience I have come to the conclusion that only if your algebra is strong you can do all mathematics very easily. So there are various operations in algebra. Okay, the very basic 4 operations are: number 1, addition. Next is subtraction. Third is multiplication, and fourth is division. तो आप सोच रहे होंगे कि आपको एडिशन आता है, सब्ट्रैक्शन भी आपको आता है, मल्टीप्लिकेशन भी आता है, डिवीजन भी आता है. ट्रस्ट में अगर आपको ये आता है तो फिर आपको पूरा मैथमेटिक्स इजीली आने लगेगा. आई प्रॉमिस यू. देखते हैं हम लोग फिर कि अगर आपको वाकई एडिशन आता है, वाकई आपको सब्ट्रैक्शन आता है, वाकई आपको मल्टीप्लिकेशन आता है, डिवीजन आता है, वी विल चेक इट. Okay, so we begin with very small and basic addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, also I must tell you that this first video of mine, which is basic learning by basic mathematics, is for grade 7, 8, 9 and 10. So grade of these four grades can view this video and can understand, because you see my experience is that I am basically the teacher of grade 10 and 12, 10, 11, 12, you can say that. But I find students of grade 10 also struggling in addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Trust me, I have found it over last 15 years. Okay, so we begin with these 4 operations in our first course. So let's begin. All right. See, on board I have written addition of. I have not written what I have to write here. I will just write it. If I ask you to add 2 plus 3 This is so stupid question. You all know it. It is 5. Okay. But my concern is not to teach you such things. Okay. So let us understand how do we add fraction. Okay. So here I will write addition of fraction. So my first question to addition of fraction is 2 by 3 plus 3 by 5. Now there is a terminology called LCM. The moment I write this fraction, you start saying, sir, we'll take LCM. Okay, you will take LCM, but let us, for the time being, let us not consider LCM. Okay, let us not consider LCM. Let us try and understand by a very small and very powerful technique. All right, what do? We multiply the two denominators, 3 into 5, and we cross multiply like this, right to left. 5 into 2, 10, 3 into 3, 9. Okay, so now 10 plus 9 is 19, easy, and 3 into 5 is 15. So my answer is 19 over 15. My next question is 5 by 8 plus 1 by 8. Now here you see we have same denominators. Okay, here we didn't have same denominators, so we cross multiply. But if you have the same denominator, what you will do, you will write the denominator 8, okay, and then you will add the 2 numerator. So you get 6 by 8. But this is not the simplified form, okay, this is not the simplified fraction, so we still solve it. How do we solve it? We write this 2 into 3 and 2 into 4. Now you see we can cancel 2 and 2, so our answer is 3 by 4. Why is this our answer? Because we cannot further simplify this. Okay. Our third question is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4. Okay. Here also we check that our denominators are not same. So we multiply the two denominators and then we cross multiply. 4 into 1, 4, plus 2 into 1, 2. So we get 6 by 2 into 4. Now you see here I am saying multiply 2 and 4, but I am not writing the answer. You also don't write the answer because we will need it to cancel it. You see we can write 6 as 2 into 3 and denominator 2 into 4. We can cancel 2 and 2, we get 3 by 4 as our final answer. Why is this our final answer? Because we cannot further simplify this. Alright, question number 4. Now we increase one more number, 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5. Now these are three fractions which we need to add. There are various ways by which we can add, but I will be teaching you and I will be trying and teaching you the very simplified form of adding the fractions. Okay, what we do is we choose the first two fractions, we write 6 into 3, 3 into 1, 6 into 1 plus 1 by 5 we keep it as it is. Now this is 9 over 6 by 3 plus 1 over 5. Now you see we can cancel 9 by 3. How many times? 3 times. 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9. So what do we get? Yeah, you see we can cancel these two also. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. So after simplifying this, I get 1 over 2 plus 1 over 5. Now again we have got the two fraction. We'll be solving in the same manner. We multiply the two denominators, 2 into 5, 5 into 1, 5 plus 2 into 1, 2. So our answer is 7 over 10. Why is this our answer? Because we cannot further simplify this. Alright, question number 5. One important thing, while I am solving this, I am going fast, or maybe while editing the video you will be only watching the the complete video. So you may pause the video, write the question and understand, or pause the video to understand, pause the video to write and understand. All that you can do on your own. So the next question is 3 by 4 plus 2 plus 1 over 3. Now you see again we have three numbers, three fractions. You may say this is not a fraction. Yes, this is a fraction. Why is this a fraction? I can always have 1 in the denominator. And you know what? You can solve these two first and then solve and then add 2, or you can go usual way. So So it is better I get 3 by 4 plus 1 by 3 plus 2. After solving this, I will see what to do with 2. So how do we solve? We multiply the two denominators, 4 into 3, cross multiply 9, 4 into 1, 4 plus 2 as it is. This is 13, and 13 is a prime number. I cannot divide 13 by any of these two numbers, so I'll multiply these two also. I get 12 plus 2, and here I have 1. Now what do? I multiply the two denominators, 12 and 1, 1 into 13 and 12 into 2, 24. So what do I get? When I add them, I get 37, and 12 into 1 is 12. This is my final answer. I hope that is making sense. Alright. So these are 5 questions that I have done with you. How to add the fraction, 1, 2 fraction, 3 fraction. Likewise, you can have 4 fraction, 5 fraction, 6 fractions. This is the way you can carry on. Okay. Now I will say that we can have minus also in between. Alright, then it will become minus. So let me write here subtraction of fraction. Number 1, I begin with a like fraction, 4 by 7 and 3 by 7. Why do I call it as like fraction? Because the denominators are same. So long the denominators are same, you call it as like fraction. Okay. So once you have like fraction, you simply write 7 in the denominator and then write 4 minus 3. So you get 1 over 7. This is our answer. So this is easy. This is easy. Alright. Let us see the next question. 5 minus 1 by 5. Now you see, are these two fractions? Yes. Why? I can have 5 over 1. So now what do? I multiply 1 and 5, the two denominators, and then I cross multiply. 5 into 5, 25 minus 1 into 1, 1. So 25 minus 1 is 24 by 5. This is my final answer. Why is it my answer? Because I cannot further reduce it. Alright. Third question, 5 by 6 minus 3 by 4. Yeah. So now we will go by the same way. We'll multiply the two denominators, 4 and 6, and then 4 into 5, 20, minus 6 into 3, 18. So how much do I get? I get 2 by 6 into 4. Now you see I can cancel 4 by 2 to 1 time, 2 times. So now my answer is 1 by 12. Alright. So now our new question number 4. 2 by 3 minus 1 by 2. We go in the same manner. 2 into 3, 2 into 2, 4, 3 into 1, 3. So I get 1 over 6. So this is my final answer because it's not further reducible. Then these were few questions on addition and subtraction of fractions.